What is up, guys? Today we'll be reacting to Happiness by Token. So this is like an old video from Token, and this is practically before he blew up on the scene. And this is one of his best songs. It was suggested to me by one of my close friends. So we're going to dive in and see what we find.
Jacket with the stains on the surface. He was the kid that everyone was happy they weren't. Sitting alone, invisible to every passing person, wondering what it would feel like to have a purpose. He never had a childhood, forced to parent his own parents like no child should. His father is a veteran, trains no money, no friends, no buddies. He ain't talking enough, he don't put himself out there. He's offering too much. Well, who in his life would he learn that confidence from? And he sits behind me in class. One day I heard him crying from the back. Finally I turned around and I asked what was wrong. The first time I heard his voice, he said, "All I know is pain. If this is life, what's the point? Show me where happiness is." His voice gloomy, he looked through me.
So, the first thing that I noticed right off the bat was the fact that Token has a wonderful, play at lyricism. He can rhyme multiple words which don't even rhyme, to be very honest. I see some kind of an Eminem flair in him, and on top of everything, he talks about things which are very much relatable to people. Uh, you may argue that his latest songs have been more about rapping fast rather than rapping about relatable things, but he is not somebody you can call a sellout, to be very honest, right? And I desperately want to see a collaboration between NF and Token, because I believe those two are bursting up on the rap scene, and they too would revolutionize the current rap scene as it is.
Desperateness in his face, I didn't know what to say. I couldn't think, show me where happiness is. Yeah. He put his head was the girl that every other girl was jealous of. Silky hair, blue eyes, thin body with curves, but her new clothes only covered parts of it. She's almost looked at like a goddess to all. Attracts every pair of eyes when she walks through the hall, but she's likable too. She's not the one to gossip, evident when you talk. One day I noticed heavy makeup on her wrist when she passed papers back. After class I approached her and I asked about it. She said it don't mean I have it if I'm around it. Show me what happiness is.
Just because I'm around it does not mean I have it. Man, that line. So basically what he did was that in the first case he saw the boy was having a hard time, nobody actually liked him at school, and he had trouble with his parents. His mom would fight with his father, and his father was a veteran who was a heavy alcoholic, right? But in the second scenario he sees that just because you're having it good in life does not mean you're having it good up here, right?
Some appreciate the sun after the rain, while others just see the puddles as if nothing has changed. And as I watch people living a life I couldn't take, I wonder if they see a way out mentally. And as I watch people living a life I idolize, I wonder what they feel and what isn't seen. As I watch my whole family take pills for depression, I wonder what true happiness really means. I wonder if because I'm genetically predisposed to it, that is the reason I find myself feeling weak. Only sometimes in and out, I guess it's scarier when you don't have a reason to be feeling down. Sometimes I just am.
Sometimes it is scarier. I know what was the line? I guess it is scarier when you have nothing to feel down about, right? And man, that just hits home so hard. Like, that just hits home. And you know how this whole scene changed into him retrospecting about the way he grew up, and the way his mom used to take depression pills, and why was he so angry at her that why can you just live without the pills and live without sadness, and why can't you just be happy with me? Am I not enough for you? Do you really need those kind of pills? So that's the kind of question he's having. And he's also thinking about the fact that maybe he is genetically predisposed to depression, which is a thing, right? You can be genetically predisposed to depression. There are endogenous causes, there are exogenous causes, but that's a debate for another video on this channel, hopefully in the future, inshallah. But yeah, you can vibe with this song very easily, right? Because it actually caters to all of your it caters to the whole spectrum of people who can actually have depression. Like, for example, it caters to the people who feel like they're neglected at school, and it also caters to the people who feel like they've made it big and they're well off in life. So it talks about happiness in general, right? And it does not even claim to talk about depression. It actually talks about happiness, and he talks about the absence of happiness, not the presence of depression. So basically what you're seeing right now, it's not even depression, it's simply the absence of happiness, and that's how creepy and bone breaking it can be.
No one will ever understand. Sometimes I wanna cry, sometimes I wanna crush my family's so-called medication. Look in their eyes and tell them they don't need it as long as we just have each other. But then sometimes I watch them suffer. I just wonder where happiness is. Show me where happiness is.
Man, this is a wonderful song, to be very honest. Like, I honestly believe that this song deserves more views. And this guy only has 848,000 subscribers. This guy deserves a million, at least a million, and probably more than a million. So if you're watching this video, please do go out there and check out his channel. You know, this guy is dropping some amazing bars. There are freestyle verses on his channel which are absolutely bomb, and you should be checking them out if you're into rap. And I'll see you guys next. Take it.